Are you saying you're buying barbecue sauce? No, we make homemade barbecue sauce, perfect for steak. First up, I'm gonna chop an onion. Now mince 6 cloves of garlic. Add the minced garlic, half a cup of bourbon, 2 cups worth of ketchup, 3/4 a cup brown sugar, 1/4 a cup of tomato paste, 1/4 a cup apple cider vinegar, and 1/4 a cup Worcestershire hot sauce, some Salt Bay action, freshly cracked pepper. Bring to a simmer. Now cover, leaving a little room for steam, and we're gonna let this simmer, stirring occasionally for about 20 to 30 minutes. Let's give it a try. Oh my God.
Welcome to the United Tastes of America, where I am going to make each state's most popular dish, infusing it with Hennessy. Rack of ribs, adobo, liberally seasoned black pepper, wrap it in foil into a hot oven. Into a blender, ketchup, honey Dijon mustard, a couple of dashes of Worcestershire, liquid aminos, real maple syrup, a little swig of honey, a little swig of molasses, a can of peaches with the juice, a good swig of Hennessy, a little bit of cayenne, a little bit of ancho chili powder, a lot of black pepper, a couple of cloves of fresh garlic. Give it a mix. I don't know how I forgot the brown sugar. And simmer for 30 minutes. Ribs out of the oven. Adobo, dry fennels, garlic powder, buttermilk from somebody's farm. Into the flour. And go to ribs. Dip a rib into your barbecue sauce. And of course, bow your head and say grace. Grace.
I'm going to show you how to make barbecue sauce like we do down in Texas, right? Here's what you can do. You're going to take a little half onion and 4 cloves of garlic. You're going to add a cup of brown sugar right there. You're going to go ahead and stir that bad boy up. Then you're going to add a cup of apple cider vinegar. Good. Then you're going to go add 2 cups of ketchup on top. You're going to let that simmer a bit more. Then you're going to add in there, whoa, fix you out, 1 tablespoon of salt, pepper, paprika, chili powder, mustard powder. Then you're going to add 4 dashes of Worcestershire and a squeeze of lemon. And then you're going to blend it up. Pour it in about a minute there, then you're going to go ahead and put it in a mason jar.
Okay, you guys have to try this honey barbecue sauce. You only need a few ingredients, and all you need to do is pop them into a saucepan and simmer over a low to medium heat for about 25 minutes until the sauce thickens up. You can serve it with whatever you want. It would work amazingly with chicken. I've served it with some tofu today and some rice and grilled peppers. So good.
Pulled pork mac and cheese with Alabama white barbecue sauce. Now, you don't need a smoker to make this pulled pork. I'm going to show you how I do it. I get a nice bed of aromatics together. I take my pork shoulder, rub it with my favorite spices. And we're going to go 275 degrees for about 10 hours. It is going to come out perfect. All right? Now, my wife's allergic to tomatoes, so we're going to do a white barbecue sauce here. Mayonnaise, vinegar, mustard, horseradish, a little salt and pepper, garlic powder, paprika, and Tabasco. Mix that up and set it aside. Mac and cheese is a classic recipe. Butter and garlic, a little flour. I'm going to make my bechamel. Add my cheese. Give that a nice stir. Get that pasta in there. A little more cheese and mix it up. Let's pull that pork. Look at that. Macaroni and cheese, the pork, the sauce. Wow, what a treat. Cheers, everyone.
And every time it rains, pennies from heaven. Shooby-dooby. Don't you know each cloud contains pennies from heaven? Shooby-dooby. You'll find your fortune falling all over town. Be sure that your umbrella is upside down, and trade them for a package of sunshine and ravioli. Macaroni. If you want the things you love, you must have a pizza-oli, baby. And when you hear thunder, don't run under a tree. There'll be pennies from heaven for you and me. Now come over here, boy, Sam. And every time it rains, and don't you know it's crocodile? Every time it rains,
Let's make peach bourbon barbecue sauce for pulled pork sandwiches. Toss in your long distance butter to a pan over medium heat. 1 chopped onion, 1 cup ketchup, a half a cup apple cider vinegar, 1/4 cup brown sugar, 1 teaspoon each of kosher salt, black pepper, cayenne pepper, and chili powder, stone ground mustard, and 2 teaspoons Worcestershire. About a tablespoon crushed garlic, And these last two ingredients are what makes the sauce. Frozen peaches, I'd use fresh, but they're out of season. And bourbon whiskey. Let that simmer for about 15 to 30 minutes. Then we blend until smooth, baby. And now we plate. Toast your buns, heat up that leftover pulled pork, add apple coleslaw, and your amazing peach bourbon barbecue sauce. This shit was unreal.
Okay, so since y'all be in my comments thinking I'm fucking lying about my stories and stuff, I'm just gonna tell y'all how to make ribs in the oven. And by the way, I'm 30 years old. I'm not a kid. Please, if you only know how to play Roblox and Fortnite and post TikToks, just don't say nothing. But you want to start with making a dry rub, which I'll post in the comments. Once you make the dry rub, you want to coat the ribs and wrap them in tin foil and then put them in the fridge for like 1 to 2 hours. And then from there, just put them straight in the oven at 275 for 2 to 3 hours. And in the meantime, you want to make your own barbecue sauce, which I'll post as well. But if you don't want to do that, you can do store-bought barbecue sauce. You want to pour the barbecue sauce on it and put it in the oven for another hour at 350 degrees. And it should come out looking like this.
Hey, you geeking, and I'm not driving nothing that I gotta stick the keys in. Wonder how I got this way, I swear I got the bitches calling my phone like I'm locked up non-stop. From the plane to the fucking helicopter, yeah. Cops pulling up like I'm giving drugs, nah. I'm a pop star, not a doctor. Bitches calling my phone like I'm locked up non-stop. From the plane to the fucking helicopter, yeah. Cops pulling up like I'm giving drugs, nah. I'm a pop star, not a doctor.
Broken, you see me empty. Glasses turn the bottle in my head. I'm feeling dizzy, but you never fucking listen. Gotta jump to your conclusions. I've been heading in directions where I end up getting bruises. That's what the truth is. I take the blame. Always getting jaded, back around, they're all the same. Never wanna hear me, I've been beating for.
Let me show you how to make the best barbecue wings, no exaggeration. It starts with wings like this. That video is called Wings Tutorial. This sauce will blow your mind. It's titled Best Barbecue Sauce. Toss those wings in the sauce and you're gonna impress anyone you make these for.
Everyone keeps asking me what's in my barbecue sauce, so I'm gonna tell you. Start with a few lemon slices. We need that citrus, you know what I'm saying? A little bit of red chili peppers too. And we start with the base with the ketchup. You gotta have ketchup, gotta have the mustard. There we go. We gotta put the soy sauce in as well. Worcestershire sauce, of course. Onion powder, gotta have the onion powder. You know what I mean? Garlic powder as well. A little bit of liquid smoke. A little bit, actually a lot of it. We have some cayenne pepper, just a dash of cayenne. You don't want it too hot. A little black pepper. And we have a ton of smoked paprika. And then we put some dried onions in there too. A little bit of sugar. Normally I use brown sugar, white sugar. It doesn't matter as long as it's sweet. Then we balance it out with the apple cider vinegar. And then we top it off with a little salt. There we go. Put it on the stove, simmer for 20 minutes. Bow.
Here's how to make juicy baked ribs with homemade barbecue sauce. First, we need to season our baby back ribs. You need salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and paprika. Cover with foil and bake at 350 degrees for 20 minutes. For the homemade barbecue sauce, I'm using ketchup, a little bit of mustard, apple cider vinegar, Worcestershire sauce, brown sugar, and garlic powder and salt, and mix together. Next, we take the ribs out of the oven and lather half of that barbecue sauce on the ribs and bake at 375 degrees for another 20 minutes. If you like this simple recipe, follow me for more.
Are you still buying barbecue sauce? Nah, we're making from scratch. Grab your 40 pounds of onions, just kidding, you only need one, and 1 apple. Dice into small pieces and add to a pot over medium heat. Add 1 teaspoon paprika and a half a teaspoon chili powder. Cook down. Then add tomato paste, about like that, or a little more. Mix until the tomato paste changes color. Add 2 tablespoons apple cider vinegar and about 6 or 7 dates, 2 big cloves of garlic, a glug of molasses, and a little bit of mustard. Mix, scraping down the sides, then add a little salt and 2 cups of water. Let it simmer, boil for a little while, then turn off the heat and use your immersion blender or pour into a regular blender until you have a smooth sauce. Perfect for dipping the fries we made in my last video.
Decided to not be lazy for one day. We're gonna make our own barbecue sauce. For the barbecue sauce, start on some ketchup, a little Worcestershire sauce, more than you think actually. A little brown sugar, a tiny bit of liquid smoke, a nice dash of honey, tiny bit of vinegar, a nice little chunk of butter, and then re-season with the same seasonings as a short rib. Now bring this to a nice little bubble, drop to a simmer, and cook for about 5 to 10 minutes.
Why would you buy barbecue sauce when you can make it yourself?
Why buy barbecue sauce when you can make it in less than 10 minutes?
Alright, first up we're using ketchup. Then we've got some brown sugar, then we've got some honey if you don't have molasses, we've got apple cider vinegar, you can also add some vodka in here, we've got some Worcestershire sauce, we've got garlic, we've got paprika, we've got salt, we've got pepper. It's got all the business. Now you can see that nice gloss. When it sticks to the back of the spoon, you're ready to go. About 5 to 10 minutes. I made about 3/4 of a jar here, and we're going to use this on the McRib.